Gang stalking, or organized stalking, is a serious crime that can have devastating effects on its victims. Stalkers often use a variety of tactics to control, intimidate, and harass their targets. One such tactic is the creation of false alliances. This involves manipulating others into believing lies about the victim, turning them into unwitting accomplices. These accomplices are often referred to as flying monkeys. They become pawns in the narcissist's game, used to gather information, spread rumors, and further isolate the victim. The term flying monkeys originates from the classic film The Wizard of Oz, where the Wicked Witch of the West uses flying monkeys to carry out her evil bidding. Similarly, narcissists manipulate and coordinate the flying monies around the victim, often without their knowledge, in roles to do their dirty work. These pawns might be friends, family members, colleagues, or even strangers. They are drawn into the narcissist's web of lies and deceit, becoming instruments of harassment and manipulation. This video will delve into the world of gang stalking, exploring the motivations behind creating false alliances and the tactics used to manipulate flying monkeys as pawns in their schemes. We will also examine the impact of these actions on targets and discuss ways to recognize and protect ourselves from such manipulation. It is crucial to remember that all gang stalkers thrive in secrecy and deception to prevent exposure. By understanding their tactics and raising awareness about this issue, we can take a stand against gang stalking and learn to create a safer environment for everyone. Gang stalkers, usually known as narcissists, are driven by a need for control and power over their victims. They create false alliances to further this goal, using others as extensions of themselves to exert influence and inflict harm. By manipulating people, such as flying monkeys, around the targeted individual, the narcissist aims to achieve several objectives. Firstly, the act of false alliances help to isolate the victim. By spreading lies and rumors, the narcissist aims to turn the victim's support system against them. This can leave the victim feeling alone, vulnerable, and unsure of who to trust. Secondly, flying monkeys can be used to gather information about the victim. This could include their whereabouts, daily routines, or even personal information that the gang stalker narcissist can use to further control and manipulate them. The stalker might ask seemingly innocent questions through these individuals, flying monkeys, or use them to observe the victim without raising suspicion. Thirdly, false alliances provide a level of protection for the narcissistic stalker. By acting through others, they can maintain a degree of anonymity and distance themselves from the harassment. This makes it more difficult for the victim to take legal action or seek help, as the harassment appears to be coming from multiple sources. Ultimately, the narcissist's objective is to control and dominate the target, and using flying monkeys to create false alliances is a powerful tool in their arsenal. By understanding their motivations, we can better identify and address this manipulative behavior. Flying monkeys can be anyone within the target's social circle, or even complete strangers. They are persons who have been manipulated by the narcissist, either knowingly or unknowingly, to participate in the harassment campaign against the target. Identifying these individuals can be challenging, as they may not even be aware of their role in the narcissist's gang stalking plan. Some common signs that someone might be acting as a flying monkey include spreading rumors or negative information about the victim, confronting the victim with accusations or criticisms that align with the narcissist's narrative, attempting to gather information about the target's whereabouts, activities, or personal life, defending the narcissist's actions or minimizing the target's concerns, and suddenly distancing themselves from the targeted individual without a clear explanation. It's important to note that not everyone who exhibits these behaviors is a flying monkey. Sometimes, people may be genuinely misinformed or manipulated by the narcissist's lies. However, if you notice a pattern of these behaviors, it's crucial to be cautious and protect yourself from potential manipulation. Again, not all flying monkeys are aware of their role as pawns in the stalker's game. Some are deliberately recruited and manipulated by the narcissist, while others become unwitting accomplices, believing the lies they've been fed. Understanding the difference between witting and unwitting flying monkeys is crucial for developing effective strategies to address the situation. Witting flying monkeys are fully aware of the narcissist's intentions and willingly participate in the harassment. These individuals might be motivated by personal gain, a desire for revenge, or even a shared delusion with the narcissist. They actively engage in spreading rumors, intimidating the targeted individual, or carrying out other tasks on the narcissist's behalf. Unwitting flying monkeys, on the other hand, are unaware of the narcissist's true nature and genuinely believe the lies they've been told. They might have been manipulated into thinking the targeted individual is dangerous, unstable, or deserving of punishment. These flying monkeys might spread rumors, confront the victim, or distance themselves out of genuine concern, unaware that they are being used as pawns in the stalker's game. It's important to remember that both witting and unwitting flying monkeys can cause significant harm to the victim. While it might be tempting to dismiss the actions of unwitting individuals, their participation can be just as damaging, contributing to the target's isolation and distress. Common tactics: how narcissists manipulate flying monkeys. Narcissistic gang stalkers employ various manipulative tactics to recruit and control their flying monkeys. Understanding these tactics can help you identify when someone might be trying to manipulate you and protect yourself from becoming entangled in a gang stalker's web of deceit. One common tactic is playing or portraying themselves as the victim. Narcissistic gang stalkers often present themselves as the wronged party, portraying their target as the aggressor or someone deserving of suspicion. They might fabricate stories about the target's behavior, exaggerating minor incidents or making false accusations to garner sympathy and support. Another tactic is love bombing. Narcissists might shower potential flying monkeys with attention, flattery, and gifts to gain their trust and loyalty. They might present themselves as charming, charismatic individuals, making it difficult for others to believe they are capable of manipulation and abuse. Narcissistic stalkers also use guilt trips and emotional blackmail to control their flying monkeys. They might make others feel obligated to help them or threaten to harm themselves if they don't get their way. They might also exploit pre-existing vulnerabilities or insecurities to manipulate individuals into doing their bidding, known as blackmail. By recognizing these manipulative tactics, you can better protect yourself from becoming a flying monkey and avoid contributing to the targeted individual's distress. The impact: false alliances and their devastating consequences. The creation of false alliances can have a devastating impact on the target's life. The constant feeling of being watched, judged, and misunderstood can take a severe toll on their emotional, psychological, and even physical well-being. One of the most significant consequences is the feeling of isolation. As the narcissist, sometimes called the handler, manipulates people around the target, they might find themselves cut off from their support network, feeling alone and unable to trust anyone. This isolation can exacerbate feelings of fear, anxiety, and depression, making it even more difficult for the victim to cope with this situation. False alliances can also damage the victim's reputation and credibility, and even physical belongings. The narcissist's lies and rumors, spread through flying monkeys, can tarnish the target's image in their personal and professional life. This can lead to social ostracization, job loss, and difficulty forming new relationships. Furthermore, the constant stress and fear of being gang-stalked or community-stalked can have long-term consequences on the victim's health. They might experience panic attacks, insomnia, nightmares, and other symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. The constant need to be vigilant and on guard can also lead to exhaustion and a diminished quality of life. Protecting yourself. Recognizing the signs and seeking help. Protecting yourself from stalkers and their manipulative tactics requires awareness, vigilance, and a proactive approach to safety. It's crucial to recognize the signs of organized stalking and take steps to protect yourself, even if you're not entirely sure if you're being targeted. If you suspect you are being stalked, trust your instincts. Don't dismiss your feelings or minimize the situation. Document any suspicious behavior, including phone calls, messages, emails, social media interactions, and physical encounters. Keep a detailed record of dates, times, locations, and any witnesses. This information will be crucial if you need to involve law enforcement or seek legal protection. Limit the amount of personal information you share online and be cautious about what you post on social media. Stalkers often use social media to gather information about their victims, so be mindful of your privacy settings and avoid sharing your location or travel plans publicly. If you feel unsafe, don't hesitate to seek help. Contact your local law enforcement agency, a domestic violence hotline, or a victim advocacy organization. These organizations can provide support, guidance, and resources to help you navigate this challenging situation. Breaking the cycle. Empowering others and raising awareness. Breaking the cycle of gang stalking and manipulation requires a collective effort. By empowering ourselves and others with knowledge and resources, we can create a safer environment for everyone. Raising awareness about the narcissist's use of gang stalking, its various forms, such as community and organized stalking, and the tactics used by these perpetrators, is crucial to prevention and intervention. Educate yourself and others about gang stalking behaviors, red flags, and the impact of false alliances. Share information with your friends, family, and colleagues. encouraging them to recognize the signs and take action if they witness or experience this type of stalking. Challenge victim-blaming attitudes and promote a culture of empathy and support for victims of stalking. Encourage open conversations about stalking, emphasizing that it is never the target's fault and that they deserve support and understanding. Support organizations that work to prevent organized stalking and assist victims. Volunteer your time, donate resources, or advocate for policies that strengthen legal protections for gang stalking victims. Conclusion: staying vigilant and fighting back against manipulation. Gang stalking is a serious crime with devastating consequences. By understanding the tactics used by the narcissists and flying monkeys, including the creation of false alliances, we can better protect ourselves and others from becoming victims of this insidious form of abuse. Remember, narcissistic stalkers thrive in secrecy and deception. By shining a light on their tactics, we can empower ourselves and others to recognize the signs, take action, and seek help. Staying vigilant, trusting our instincts, and supporting one another are crucial steps in creating a safer and more just world, free from various types of stalking and manipulation.